Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the TL70 Plus. This is one heck of a camera, guys, I gotta tell you. Absolutely love it. This TL70 Plus shoots the square Instax film by, of course, Fujifilm. And I took it out to the Aviation Museum today, the Military Aviation Museum in Virginia Beach with my family. I want to share that trip with you. Before we get down to that, I want to kind of tell you a little bit about what you're going to see in the footage that's rolling as we talk about the video. First of all, the TL70 Plus is the update to the original TL70. It brings with it some really great features, specifically full auto, full manual. And that full manual control is where you're going to get the most excitement out of using this camera. However, the metering as well as the automatic exposure have been completely updated from the original TL70. You get the new BrightView 2.0 screen. It's carried over to here, and just an all-around amazing device. I like it. I've done reviews on it. If you're thinking about getting into Instax photography and you're looking to get into the professional side of it where you can guarantee the type of results you're going to get, goodness gracious, this is one great place to start. Let me pull you guys in close over here so you can see. Okay, so this is actually a propeller, right? And so as I was metering for the shot, of course, we're shooting in auto, and the camera was auto exposing for the background. And I was trying to get a completely different kind of shot. I did get one digitally. However, this came out, and I just thought to myself, goodness, this is exactly the type of stuff that you look for in Polaroid. It's amazing. But that's not all. And for those of you that don't know, you can use your film containers as just little film holders. And let me pull these out real quick for you. Check out that organic light bloom and halation that we see on the film. It's just a beautiful shot. These were all taken in auto, and in the auto mode, I mean, it just works like a champ. Now, I did notice that on indoor lighting, auto mode, when you're in consistent lighting, works extremely well. But if you're in very dynamic lighting, then you may have a couple of additional shots. This is a very dynamically lit scene. As you can see, there's a lot of light coming in from the windows in the hangar, and it's very dark in front. Now, of course, to your eyes, it didn't see that, but to the camera, we get these silhouette shots. And you'll notice this one was on auto. I think that's -1. No, you see them right there. This one's auto -1. This one's auto, and then this one's auto +1. So there's your 3 different types of auto and what you're going to get. Backlit silhouette shots, just like anytime, be careful with them. However, when you're shooting wide, you're not shooting backlit and you're shooting with the light, the auto is just working great right here. Look at that beautiful shot, just absolutely awesome. Now, so then we come to this shot like this. This was a shot I was doing on manual, trying to get a shot. I don't exactly know what happened here, but just kind of came out all kinds of wonky. But over here, turning around, look at that guy. Wonderful picture right there. Wonderful picture. Now, as you think about the TL70 Plus, you've got to realize there are so many different types of photography you can do with it, but every image that you get is going to be one of a kind. And when you think about it like that, well, you just get something completely different. Check that out. That's a propeller. Isn't that awesome? I showed it to you earlier, but this is where that dynamic lighting can come into play. You just get something you just don't expect. So although as we were shooting, I just took 2 packs of film, 20 total film, and I got quite a bit of excellent shots. So out of all of it, I'd say, other than my test where I did 3 shots in a row, plus, minus, and then auto, just to see how auto exposure would work. Other than that test, and other than 1 shot that I gave away, I think for me, I only had 1 shot out of 20 that didn't come out well, and that was the one that we saw just a minute ago. Maybe 2 shots out of 20, and you guys know with instant film, that's a pretty good hit rate. So yeah, that's not bad there at all. That's a 90% hit rate. So good to go. Let's talk about these some more. Inside, looking in a hangar, we've got another plane right here, the biplane, just really, really cool. And these are all real aircraft that were used in World War I or World War II, which have been completely restored. This picture right here, I absolutely love this. This is a picture of my son, and we're standing by this triplane right here. And it's so cool because there's an organic amount of light bloom and halation that's coming in through that lens, shooting at f5.6. All of this was taken at f5.6, and it just looks absolutely exciting. Here, I'm holding the camera up over my head. I can't even see, and I just pointed it after focusing it from where I was standing to try to get the shot, and it just looks great. This is a propeller, and just the air intake from behind the propeller. Absolutely amazing. Here's another shot of the Red Baron plane. This is not the Red Baron plane, but it's a tri-wing, and it looks so much like it. Again, look at this beautiful light bloom that happens from the window that's behind it. Look at the light leaks that come in, or the light blooms, I should say, that come in from the back of the hangar where the light's coming in. The lens on the TL70 Plus is just outstanding. And this was taken, like I said, just using the auto exposure. So this is just auto right here, and it's quite beautiful. Looking right here, I was trying to get some shots of my family as we were enjoying the tour, and I realized that with everything that was going on, although this is an interesting shot, I'm not really a big fan of it, but the shot came out nice. As a wedding photographer, I prefer to take pictures of people's faces. I don't know that I have a really great composition here, but it does tell a story of what we were doing that day. And then I get back to doing what I was having a great time doing, which is taking pictures of the cockpit and nose engines of the planes and these propellers, and I just think that's really awesome right there. We're coming over here. I wanted to get a backlit shot. Again, this is in that dynamic lighting that I was talking about, but I wanted to get this backlit shot over the wing of the airplane so you could see the light from the hangar that's peeking out. And I just think that that is an absolutely amazing shot. It's just so much bloom, and there's so much texture and detail in the photos. I just absolutely love it. Coming over here, my son was able to get a picture of me over here by this aircraft. I forget what it is. I think they nicknamed it the Dodger or something like that. What a great shot, my sweetheart and myself. Now this was taken at 1/6 of a second. Think about that. My son handheld that at 1/6 of a second. There's no image stabilization. The image was pre-focused, you know, like you would expect, and we got that. So that's a really excellent shot there. What a great little photographer. I thought this was interesting. Once again, these are all planes that have actually been fought or flown, and this one was used in World War II. And just look at the plane. This is a big cargo transport, so I had 3 gigantic engines and the big back tail fin and the vertical stabilizer and everything. Just absolutely awesome shot right there. And then here was one of the shots that, you know, I kind of bombed this, didn't I? I had to spare the pun, pardon the pun, I should say, but you know, I did not do a great job. When I set this shot up, I was using auto +1 inside and flash. And when I did, the flash just overpowered the shot. I should not have done that. And by the time I realized it, you know, about a minute later, everybody was already moved on, so it just wasn't time to go back and do the shots. And that's where the big question about this camera comes in. It's not the one you think it is. The elephant in the room is it worth the money? Well, without a doubt, it's worth the money. If you saw those shots and didn't walk away thinking that it took absolutely amazing photos, that tells me you have not shot a lot of Instax film, right? With all the detail, all the texture, the depth of field that's in that shot right there, and the halation, that glow from the bright lights in the background, that's due to the lens. It's not because of some kind of digital processing. It all happened organically, and this camera is able to produce it. So if you're purchasing the camera for those reasons, or reasons like this, where you're going to get that same big bloom of color in the background, bloom of light and everything where it looks beautiful and warm. If you want also awesome skin details and colors just like we've got right here, this camera can pull it all up for you. So that's not the question. The question is not, is it worth it? Because the reality is, it is worth it. This is probably the best instant camera that I have ever used. And that's saying a lot because I've used all of MiNT's cameras, almost all of Fujifilm's cameras, and I've used a couple of my friends' cameras. They've got the Nons SLS or whatever, the one that with the interchangeable lenses. Although absolutely beautiful, a little bit different of a use case, and hopefully I'll pick up one of those to review. I'm not making a comparison right now because I have not used it enough. In any event, let me know how you get along with it. My name is Rob. I hope you have a great time, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye for now.